Right, now, if your New Year's resolution is to start exercising for 2013 and you suffer from, or maybe you know someone who's experienced or living with mental or emotional health issues, then this may interest you. The Life Cycles Bike Minded project is designed to get you fit and healthier by riding in Bristol. Heather Pugh is the Inclusive Cycling Coordinator, rather a grand term, for the project, and she joins me now by telephone. Hello, Heather.
Good evening, hello.
Hello. Now, tell us about the project.
Well, the project is called Bike Minded, and it's an inclusive cycling project which is run by Life Cycle, as you mentioned. It's been going for 3 years, and it's designed to help people who are experiencing mental health issues or who have experienced them in their lives to help them get on a bike and start cycling. It's funded by a grant from EcoMind, so that's how we were able to start, and that's how we were able to work with the project. And over the last 3 years, we've supported up to or over 90 individuals and help them to get a bike, to access low-cost cycle training if they've never been on a bike before. Also low-cost maintenance training to help people, to fix a puncture, for example, to more advanced maintenance stuff. And one of the big things about the project is that we run a series of sociable and friendly group-led rides as well throughout Bristol. We've had some really, positive feedback from people who've been involved. And also, we've had some really good success stories. We've had 4 of our participants who we've been able to help to get back into employment. 3 of whom actually work directly in cycling as a result of their involvement with the project. We have a fantastic group of participants and volunteers and ride leaders, and there's a really kind of great spirit of the project, a real sense of community, great friendships have been formed, and it's a really, really supportive group of people.
I'll tell you what, I'm really intrigued by this. Can you flesh it out a bit? So what happens?
Yeah,
People
sure.
just turn up and just ride around Bristol on bikes?
No, not quite like that. They're more organised than that. We aim to run about 4 rides per month, and they would be either short rides of about sort of 4 to 10 miles, so for people just perhaps getting back into cycling, to longer rides, which should be up to sort of 35 miles, for example, to Clevedon. And they're all they're organised. They're led by an experienced ride leader who risks assess the route and works out the best strategies to use. And they're also supported by, we have a fantastic group of volunteers, and each ride is supported by up to a couple of volunteers as well. So if somebody wanted to get involved, they would first of all need to register with the project. So they would need to get in touch with me, get in touch with Life Cycle, and get themselves registered on the project. And from there, it's totally free to get involved. You can, if you've got a bike already, you'd have your schedule, you can just come along to one of the rides. And if you don't have a bike, we're also able to help people get hold of a bike as well.
Okay, listen, this show quite often deals with people from BME communities who suffer from mental health issues. How much have people from BME communities been involved with the project?
We have a few participants at present from BME communities, but we'd certainly love to have more people from all communities who are living with or experience mental health issues. So, if anyone's out there and interested in getting involved, then do please get in touch. I would say that as we're a Bristol-based project, in terms of our rides, the majority of our rides do start within Bristol. So although you don't have to live within Bristol for practical reasons, it's kind of handy if you can access Bristol fairly easily to get involved with the rides. But yeah, in terms of communities, we would love to hear from more people from all communities.
Okay.
Involved.
Right, listen, I'm going to shortly ask you about how people can get involved, but
Sure.
Also on the line we've got Warren Sneary, who's currently taking part in the project. Hello, Warren.
Hi there, hi.
Hi, now listen, tell us a bit about your story before I ramble on.
Yeah, well, about a year ago, I was really depressed, and I realised that I had to do something about it, and I have a friend called Claire who volunteers for the Bike Minded project, and she said, basically, well, why don't you get a bike? And I'm not working at the moment. I couldn't afford to really run my car, so it sounded like a good idea. So I got in contact with Heather, met up with her. The project kitted me out with a bike for £25, and some, high visibility gear and a lock, etc. And then I met with another lady from the project called Jackie, and I went and had a couple of road lessons with her because I hadn't ridden a bike for 25 years, and it's just been really good for me to just really get on a bike again, and it has all sorts of benefits for your health, and it's been great for me.
What's the just maybe explain some of that feeling of getting on if you're feeling quite low, getting on a bike. Do you actually feel better then?
Yeah, it's really simple. It's two things. It's kind of like exercise, sunlight, and fresh air. I think too many of us now just sit in front of our TVs playing video games or whatever. Most of us don't get enough exercise. And it's just one of those simple pleasures, I think. And I just once you're on a bike, it just gives you an enormous sense of freedom, and I think that's really important, actually.
Okay, Heather, if you're still listening to this, Heather, if someone wants to get involved, I mean, Warren's testimony certainly sells it. What do they need to be doing?
All they need to do really is just to get in touch. I mean, you can get in touch by calling us at Life Cycle. Just ask for me, Heather, on. Do you want the telephone number? Would that be
please
handy?
do. Yeah,
it's 0117 353 4580. Alternatively, you can go on our website, which is www.lifecycleuk.org.uk. Or, if it's not too much information, you can email me directly at bikeminded@lifecycleuk.org.uk. And actually, if you go on our website, there's also a mobile number, so if you prefer to send a text in, you can do that as well. And to get involved, all you need to do is to fill in a registration form, and you can do that and send that back in to me, or we would also need to have a one-to-one session, as Warren mentioned, to meet with me, which is just basically an informal chat to talk about the project. So you could do the registration form at the one-to-one as well. So we try to make it as simple and as quick as possible for people to get involved. And I should say that you can be referred through another agency. You can be referred through. We have referrals through Rethink, for example, or Mind, or people's GPs, or the Bristol Active Life Project. But additionally, you can self-refer as well. So you can just get in touch off your own.
Okay. Thanks so much for that, Heather and Warren, and hopefully speak to you soon.